I don't regret anything, you know. I am where I am now and who I am now thanks to all these experiences. Hello, my name is Karolina and I come from Poland. My adventure with modeling started around 20 years ago when I was 16. I was discovered in supermarket. I was doing shopping with my mom, and there was a lady who had a little agency in my hometown, Wrocław. And yes, she came to us. She asked my mom if she's okay with me being model. At the beginning, I didn't want to do it at all. I was very shy as a teenager. I was very awkward and timid girl. Even going to buy bread in the bakery, it was really difficult for me. So honestly, I was not sure that I want to do it. But my parents, they decided that maybe it will be like good opportunity and good experience for me to be more open and less afraid with people. So that's why in the end, I went to this agency. I started to learn how to walk. I started to do some castings and some jobs in Wrocław. I had maybe one casting every 6 months. I had maybe one job every year. So it was really small experience, but it was really cool. And then I met a lady who was taking care of scouting for Parisian agencies, and that's how I went to Paris, actually. At the beginning, I was living in the model apartment with other girls, and it was cool, you know. You are alone in the other country, and suddenly you have a map, you have a list of castings, and you have to go there. You have to be responsible. You have to, you know, take care of your food, of your metro ticket, everything. So it's really good experience, you know. It builds your character and your courage, you know, and also you are for sure less shy after. In modeling, what I like the most, I think it's traveling. I have to say it was amazing to go to so many different countries. I was in Asia, I was in Europe, and my best trip ever, Australia and New Zealand. I was lucky to live there for 1 year between two countries. It was the best. It was really like the most beautiful trip in my life. For example, in Sydney, you know, you go to the casting and photographer, he's coming directly after doing some surfing with his surfboard. So it was so cool, so chill. And after New Zealand, it was so edgy and so fashion. I did a fashion week there and I did a lot of editorials there. I really love to work with different teams, with different photographers. It was the best school of photography for me. It was really crazy how every photographer or every team was different, actually, how even every stylist or fashion editor, you know, you could see really how every shooting it's done, how everyone on the set are reacting between each other. So it was very interesting. And I really loved, I really loved pictures. I really loved to see the version of me that they are doing. It was crazy to see, like, sometimes, you know, they made me look very innocent, very young, and sometimes I was like the sexy femme fatale, and really it was just makeup, hair, clothes, and the lighting and the vision of photographer, you know. I think it gave me really a lot after when I started to be photographer. My favorite job is actually from New Zealand. I was working for a Black magazine. It was the best magazine at the moment. The team was great. It was so creative. I loved the stylist, I loved the photographer, and the inspiration for the shooting, it was actually the movie The Girl with Pearl Earring. So it was really crazy to see all the concept and how it was done, and the visual after. Especially there, it was also inspired from ICDC, from some songs there. So it was really, really great shooting. I really loved it, and I really liked the final results. And also I became friend with them. So after the shooting, we were drinking wine and talking about art and creative stuff, and it was great, really. The hard part about modeling, it was more the clients, for example, or the castings, because sometimes you had 10 castings in the day, and 10 castings, they were actually negative, you know, like sometimes they were saying to you, oh, you are too skinny, or you are too fat, or you are too short, too tall, too young, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, there was always something. And sometimes it was very difficult to take all these negative comments. And because I was traveling a lot, sometimes I was alone in different places and different countries. And I was feeling not very well. And actually, I think it pushed me a lot to look for something else. And I started to take self-portrait in every country where I went. I did pictures of me alone in the room, empty room. I used film camera. I was using black and white film, 3200 ISO. So it's very grainy, very magical, and actually the pictures were amazing. I was doing after prints alone in my bathroom in Paris, and it was really, really amazing experience. And actually I did exhibition after with this. And I think, it was my first step to the other side of the lens. And then I started to take pictures of my friends, model friends, and it was very slow path, but very natural path. I don't even remember if suddenly I decided to be photographer. No, I think it was really slowly. I loved it more and more. I was better. Every shooting I did, I learned, and I was even working as a photographer assistant for a few years to learn more, because I didn't do school. And it was amazing, and I don't regret anything, you know. I am where I am now and who I am now thanks to all these experiences. I discovered videography like a few years ago. I started to learn by YouTube and by different courses online, which I bought. And it's amazing experience. I think it's even better than photography. I couldn't believe it before, but I love it so much, you know, to tell the story of someone, or to tell the story of a brand, or, you know, it's just amazing. You can use not only visual, but you can use the music and the way you create the story by editing. It's really great. I'm so happy, actually. Now I'm really like concentrating on that, and I hope in future I can do a lot of videos and of course a lot of pictures, because it's still my first passion. I want to continue with both, and I hope you can follow my journey, and we see each other soon.